Everyone, this is Nimish. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Leo, the brand new film from the Lokesh Cinematic Universe, directed of course by Lokesh Kanagaraj, starring Thalapathy Vijay, Trisha, Sanjay Dutt, Arjun, many other people as well in supporting cast and characters. This movie was something different for Thalapathy Vijay. The first half of the movie, the way he's portrayed, his characterization of a family man, a father, sort of caregiver, honest, sort of humble man, living his own sweet life in the mountains, was a very different, nice touch. His look was different, his bearded look, grey hairs, all of that things that we have not really seen that much. We've seen him in Bigil with some of that look, but to see him in an all out and out film for the full length of the film in that kind of a look is new, and to see him be an out and out family man is also kind of new. So those things were pretty good. And the first half of the movie keeps up pace with the story, the narration, the action sequences, the unique locations, the unique things that happen in the first half, the build-ups of who the villain is, who the gangsters are, what is happening with the life, why are they sort of bothering Thalapathy Vijay, what is going on. The mystery sort of is slowly building up until to a very good, very interesting interval block where this movie, I can't believe, like 1 hour 15 minutes passed by. It was thoroughly entertaining. It was very enjoyable, high octane sort of entertainment, and it felt good because this is a follow-up to Vikram by Lokesh Kanagaraj, which was a mind-blowing film. It was one of the best recent films in the commercial level to come out from the Tamil film industry, and so it was a pretty good follow-up and a build-up of the first half. So one would expect the second half to be even better and to actually kickstart what is called the detailed core and crux of the story, to take the drama elements higher, to take the action higher and better, to reveal many more things, to maybe add connections to the LCU that we didn't think about, add some surprise twists and turns, this and that, what not you would expect from the second half. However, I personally felt pretty disappointed with the second half. The second half goes into the most template zone ever. No spoilers at all, but just the word template is enough. There is nothing to spoil. You have already watched this kind of a story 1 million times in your life. The second half just somehow ended up in that trap. The uniqueness of Vikram, the uniqueness of Kaithi, this sort of uniqueness of building a LCU, and just the skill set of Lokesh Kanagaraj as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, all those, regardless of LCU, even his knack for telling unique stories, his knack for bringing up great stories and characters to life, and the screenplay and narrative being crisp, all of that just disappears in the second half. It feels like a completely different director and producer and everyone made the second half of the film, not someone that made Vikram, Kaithi, Managram and all these other great films that he has made. I just don't know what happened. Now, they're saying this movie collected the biggest ever, highest ever collection ever, 150 crores on day one across the globe. Maybe there was a sense of excitement. There are people that are going to watch this film. This movie is going to make the money. This movie is very entertaining as well, overall speaking. So there's nothing wrong with that aspect of it. However, for pure fans of good cinema, for fans of good storytelling, good scripts, for fans of the artist that Lokesh Kanagaraj is, this film kind of disappoints in the second half and goes downhill very quickly and does not even redeem itself in the end. There's no sort of sense of redemption. The LCU connections feel a little forced, feel a little exaggerated. They should not have been there. They could have been a standalone movie, or they should have been done in a much better way. There were so many ways in which this could have been developed, and you sort of always waited, what is going to happen from this angle, that angle, what is going to be the next twist and turn, who might appear on screen next, how the crossover will happen. You think of so many things and you wait for it till the end, but nothing major of that sort happens, and so that part is disappointing. But even without that part of LCU, overall the second half just falls and crashes. Sanjay Dutt is not effective. Arjun Sarja's character has no real scope. Anyone else in the movie, just sort of Trisha's character just sort of disappears after a point. There's no much importance. There are some loose ends about Thalapathy Vijay himself, the character that he's playing, Parthiban, or the title character of Leo. Everything that's going on is sort of a little so just left out there. There's no sort of closure on certain things on the family front as well. So yes, it is a celebration. Yes, Thalapathy Vijay is awesome in this film. Yes, there is some promise shown in some sequences. There is some promise in the first half. There might be even bigger projects in the future where the LCU comes together, where this will all work out better and this will all be great. But this feels like one more sort of generic movie thrown in there just to build up the cinematic universe, with more focus on maybe the bigger vision and less focus on the individual movies. It's kind of like the Avengers. So many movies started coming out, you didn't really care about each and every one of them. Finally, you wanted the connections to happen more and more, and there was not too much attention put on some of the individual movies in the Avengers cinematic universe as well. So similar trap here, but let's see what the future holds for the LCU. Definitely looking forward for much more. A much stronger comeback for me is required from Lokesh Kanagaraj on the cinematic front. A much better indulgent movie from Thalapathy Vijay is also something I am hoping for. So let's hope for a much bigger, better next film from this universe, from these actors, from this director, and hoping for much more from the Tamil film industry itself. That was my review of Leo. I'm going with 3 stars. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching for much more.